Hey guys, welcome to Minakai. Today, we're ranking the top 10 older woman and younger man romance movies. So, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Number 1. The Salamander, 2021.
Je comprends pas, c'est juste une histoire de cul, c'est quoi le problème?
Tu vois bien qu'il en veut pas ton fric.
Catherine, a French woman increasingly alienated from her own life, decides to leave everything behind and travel to Brazil to visit her sister. Despite the beautiful Brazilian coastal environment, she remains deeply unsettled until she meets Gil, a younger, charming local man. Their encounter sparks an immediate and volatile chemistry that quickly turns into a consuming obsession. For Catherine, Gil represents more than a romantic escape. He becomes the catalyst for a radical psychological change. Driven by a strong desire to shed her suffocating European identity, she embarks on a self-destructive yet transformative journey as she drifts further away from her sister and the security of her past. Number 2. Black Island, 2021.
His father wanted to be a writer as well.
So you think Jonas is a good writer?
I think you're really talented.
I saw that bitch leave his house earlier.
Miss Young? Are you kidding?
On a remote island in the windswept North Sea, seemingly idyllic, it hides a horrific history. After the tragic and mysterious deaths of his parents, orphaned high school student Jonas Hansen lives with his grandfather Friedrich, a man seemingly burdened by the island's untold past. The arrival of a substitute German teacher, Helena, disrupts Jonas's grieving process. Helena is charming, sophisticated, and displays a strange and intense interest in Jonas's writing talent. As she encourages Jonas's literary ambitions, their relationship transcends professional boundaries and spirals into a dangerous obsession. However, Helena's presence is no accident, as Jonas becomes increasingly entangled in her web. Number 3. False Movement, 2014.
C'est toi qui te voulais. Les flics, toi aussi ils t'ont interrogé.
Moi, c'est pas pareil.
Pourquoi?
Parce que je le connaissais pas.
After the sudden and tragic death of his father, teenage Victor finds his world shaken when his mother, Adele, decides to leave their life in Paris. Seeking a fresh start and a way to escape the painful memories of their loss, she takes Victor to Quebec City, a place that feels cold, foreign, and indifferent to his inner struggles. While Adele attempts to rebuild their foundations and find stability, Victor remains utterly isolated. He is a stranger in a strange land, navigating the awkward social hierarchies of a new school and a culture that speaks his language but feels very different. His grief manifests as a quiet, simmering rebellion and a profound sense of isolation. Number 4. Hang, 2013.
Wie waren Sie im Bett? War fantastisch. Darf ich Ihnen das Du anbieten?
A dangerous game of love and deception, set against the stunning yet dizzying backdrop of the Swiss mountains. Felix, a man plunged into obsession, finds himself in a world of delusion. Devastated after his wife, Valerie, abruptly leaves him, Felix returns to the picturesque region of Ticino, the very location where their relationship ultimately unraveled. Haunted by memories and a desperate need for closure, or perhaps revenge. While dining alone at a local restaurant, Felix meets Thomas, a sophisticated older man who exudes a cynical worldliness. Through a twist of fate, Felix realizes that Thomas is actually Valerie's ex-lover. Rather than reveal his true identity, Felix chooses to remain anonymous, setting off a tense and psychological game. Number 5. Lonely Planet, 2024.
Why'd you fly thousands of miles?
I'm finishing a book.
How's it going?
Set in the stunning and soulful backdrop of Morocco, this nuanced romantic drama explores the unexpected intersections of life, art, and connection. Catherine Lowe, a reclusive and highly regarded novelist, struggles with a severe case of writer's block. In a desperate attempt to finish her latest manuscript, she travels to a prestigious and remote writer's retreat, hoping the solitude of the North African desert will provide the breakthrough she needs. However, her search for isolation is disrupted when she meets Owen Brophy. Owen is not a writer. He is a young man accompanying his ambitious girlfriend, Lily Kemp, a rising literary star attending the same retreat. Number 6. Katie's Mom, 2023.
Hello?
I'm Alex.
Alex is joining us for dinner.
Oh. You get a do-over!
You need anything?
As the holiday season approaches, Nancy prepares for a festive celebration with her adult children. However, the joyful mood takes a sharp and unexpected turn when her daughter, Katie, returns home with her charming new boyfriend, Alex. Instead of the usual maternal approval, Nancy finds herself experiencing a sudden and undeniable spark with Alex. Told entirely from the perspective of a protagonist inspired by the legendary Mrs. Robinson, the film explores Nancy's inner struggle between her role as a devoted mother and her growing desires as a woman. As tensions mount behind family dinners and holiday traditions, Nancy must decide whether she is willing to risk her relationship with her daughter for the chance at a forbidden romance. Number 7. A Family Submerged, 2018.
El amigo de Luisa. Me parece que es esto, ¿eh?
Gracias.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Qué haces acá?
Yo le pedí ayuda con las cajas.
A middle-aged woman whose world is suddenly shattered after the death of her sister. As Marcella navigates the tedious bureaucracy of death, cleaning out her sister's apartment and managing her inheritance, the boundaries between the physical world and her inner state begin to blur. She feels increasingly isolated in her own home, moving between rooms like a ghost, while her husband and children remain tied to their own distracting routines. Her ties with her immediate family circle become severed, leaving her in a state of quiet suburban isolation. The narrative takes a subtle turn as Marcella develops an unexpected bond with Nahuel, a young friend of her daughter. Number 8. Target, 2023.
Seem normal at all.
Nice spies, dude.
But some men actually want a process gun.
Okay.
The story begins by centering on a committed couple, Nick Gates and Laura Gates, who find themselves stuck in the predictable rhythms of married life. Realizing that the spark in their bedroom has dimmed to a faint ember, they decide to embark on a fun, if chaotic, journey to spice things up. What begins as a simple search for novelty quickly turns into a series of comedic misunderstandings and awkward social encounters as they explore new fantasies and push the boundaries of their comfort zones. Unlike hard-hitting, suspenseful dramas, Target leans more into the absurdity of human emotions, offering an accessible look at how communication and a sense of humor are the ultimate aphrodisiacs. Number 9. Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool, 2017.
You're the next door guy, right?
Which makes you the girl next door.
Gloria Graham.
Set in the late 1970s, it follows Peter Turner, a struggling actor living in a London boarding house. His life changes forever when he meets legendary Oscar-winning actress Gloria Graham. Despite their significant age difference and their very different worlds, Peter is a working-class young man from Liverpool, and Gloria is a former femme fatale of the silver screen. The two immediately feel a joyful and intense connection. Their turbulent romance takes them from the streets of London to the sunny shores of New York. However, the film is framed by Gloria's health crisis in 1981. When she falls seriously ill and refuses medical treatment at the hospital, she seeks refuge in Peter's modest family home in Liverpool. Number 10. The Fury, 2016.
Weet je dat die ook kan groeien? Komt er al wat anders uit dan plas? Hey, appeltje ijsbers.
In mid-20th century Holland, a touching and poignant family story spanning decades. Tiny, a woman both charming and furious, known for her sharp tongue, stunning beauty, and her struggle with mysophobia, a pathological fear of germs, Tiny is a volatile figure who keeps her family at arm's length through her unpredictable outbursts and rigid boundaries. The narrative is primarily seen through the eyes of her nephew, Albert. As a boy, Albert was fascinated by his glamorous but irascible aunt, while the rest of the family, including his mother, Hanny, tolerated Tiny's erratic behavior and reputation as a fallen woman. With a mixture of weariness and hushed whispers, Albert remained her most loyal admirer.